The Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane is due to present his State of the Province address this morning from a gathering of the provincial legislature in East London and not at the Bhisho-based legislature as usual. Now, the decision to move the SOPA to East London was to accommodate an expanded guest list. SABC News reporter Abongile Jantjies is in East London to bring us more ahead of the event. Let's cross now to him. Abongile, thank you so much for your time. Just talk to us about the expectations for the Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane's SOPA today. Of course, concerns around jobs.
Okay,
there is a noise around where Abongile Jantjies is. Abongile, if you can hear me.
And to the view.
Continue, Abongile.
Well, a very good morning to you, Unati, and to the viewers. Well, we're coming to you from the Christian Center here in East London, where Premier Oscar Mabuyane is set to deliver his final State of the Province address for the 6th administration. Without further ado, let's bring in the Speaker of the Legislature, Umama Helen Souls August. Ma'am, it's a bit loud. I'll need you to lift up your voice. But why this venue and what can we expect today?
Well, obviously, you've mentioned it's the last State of the Province address for this term, but also it's the 30th, the celebration of our freedom and democracy. And it just befits a stature of having more people than what our small chamber can accommodate. So at this event, obviously, we've extended the invitation to include more stakeholders and also the number from those stakeholders, so that we have the community buy-in from the PVAs that it will be live streamed to, also the 30 PVAs that is there. But also I think what we are expecting is the Premier will not just focus on this term, but the Premier will actually also give a focus on the 30 years, the evolution of the freedom and democracy that we've so aspired to. And then the Premier will obviously deal with those issues that is besetting us, the issues of unemployment, the issues of the economic stimulus, the development in the province. What are we doing on those? We know it's the issues of roads, we know it's the issues of sanitation, we know it's the issues of water and electricity around those issues. And that is what we are expecting the Premier to address, and also to pave the way and set the foundation for the 7th term coming in within a couple of months.
How have you done during the 6th administration in terms of the legislature and providing service delivery to the people of the province?
Well, obviously the legislature does not provide the service delivery. The legislature oversights the executive. And if you look from empirical evidence that is there, if you look just at the matric results, if you look at the areas where we had to intervene in specific departments, where we had taken decisive decisions, where we had, for instance, with the Department of Health, made sure that the X-ray machines are provided, made sure that more doctors are appointed. Those are the intervention that comes from the oversight of the portfolio committees, the issues of even of Dr. directing the Department of Rural Development and Agriculture to specific areas, as well as the Department of Public Works. We have directed them, look for investments, look how you can do resource mobilization, look at other revenues that you can look at for government. And I think the legislature, from an oversight point of view, have nailed issues, have basically called the executive on numerous accounts to come and account, and on numerous accounts when their documents even were not up to par, I've told them go back and come back with proper reports to us. So
who are the invited guests, ma'am? Who are the invited guests?
Well, obviously invited guests are your stakeholders. Those are your religious, your academia that is there, the consulates, the members of parliament. We know we're having the launch in KZN, so a lot of the members, obviously, because they are members of the ruling party, the African National Congress, they will be there. But we do have a few that is coming. The mayors, from the troikas from the district, the religious sectors, the Khoisan, Rastafarians, NGOs. We've invited not only the provincial organizations, but we've also looked at those NPOs, NGOs that we are working with in our sectoral parliaments. So there's a wide, the business people. It is also each and every member is supposed to invite members from their constituency, those stakeholders, and they have done so. So that is what makes up the 1,700.
You've just budgeted over R1 million for this event. Take us through how was it allocated?
Well, obviously the bulk of it goes to it's the venue, it's catering, it's decor, it's all logistics, it's making sure that all of these things are in place. If you look at what was previously spent, 5 million and more, to where we are today, and that is a commitment that we've made here in the legislature, that we will not go out for the big tents and stuff. We rather have it in-house. And here, when we looked at a venue, instead of going to outside a tent, we opted for a venue that comes with all of the issues, and it just narrows down. But we've also made sure that where these the service provider has got their own SMMEs, that we make sure that local beneficiation in the process does take place.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Helen Sauls-August, the Speaker of the Eastern Cape Legislature, Unathi, taking us through on what is expected here at the State of the Province address by the Premier Oscar Mabuyane. Well, the people of the province will be pinning their hopes that his address touches on the issues that are affecting them, particularly issues of service delivery, unemployment, and economic opportunities. Unathi, well, we shall bring you more as the day unfolds, and he's expected to speak at around 11, and we're expected to be seated in a short while from now.
All right, Abongile, thank you so much for that. Of course, looking forward to hear what will be on that budget, and of course needing to hear what the State of the Province address will be around certain matters that have been raised in the past. Abongile Jantjies there for us in East London.